All right, your backstage pass to the Sleeman Centre. And it wouldn't be complete if we didn't start kind of outside the arena in the Hall of Fame, the Wall of Fame. Do I love that the hockey arena is inside a mall? Not really, but you know what? It's not so bad. Some of the names, of course, in this Hall of Fame, on this Wall of Fame that you would recognize. I mean, there are lots, but Ronnie Asselstein, that's going to be a familiar theme here. There's John Cullen. The familiar theme being, of course, the officials. It's like the hotbed of officiating here in Guelph. Some guy down here by the name of Victor Davis, pretty sure they've got a pool or community center named after him around here. More of the officiating royalty. There's Bill McCreary and Scampy, Ray Scapinello, and of course, we have to say hi to Russ Hammond, one of the best in the Hall of Fame here as a builder. So, I grabbed a roll of hockey tape here to sneak back in this way. So what I'm going to do, we're now in the visitors room, aka today Rangers side of things. I wanted to come down through this way to give you an idea for us on the broadcast side what it's like as usual at the end of the game. So there's just the area outside the room, and this is the visitors bench. So post-game, we got some guys playing a game here. Post-game, this is where we come for our interviews. Broadcast booth is on the other side upstairs. So this is the walk that we make post-game to get down here for interviews. I'm gonna squeeze right through here. Now, of course, on the Storm side of the room. Rush these old rooms in here, tunnel to the bench, and then let's get out into the Zamboni, the bus bay, all of this stuff. And as they're getting set for Rogers TV already, I have nostalgic feelings when I come here because this was the spot when I first started broadcasting the OHL. This is where I would be to open the broadcast facing the camera right here, and we would do our intermissions in this hallway. You can see they've still got the things set up here for broadcast. As you can see, no desk or anything like that. So I was standing next to the players, and in order that the shot looked better for TV, I had to stand on a milk crate. I'm not shy, I'm not embarrassed to admit it, it's true. As we walk through here, this is the area before the game where you'd find the Storm players playing sewer ball or anything like that, just as they do their warm-ups, you know, goaltenders bouncing balls off walls, things like that. So not only is this a nostalgic place for me because we're under the stands here, by the way, all the storage and whatnot here, but it's a nostalgic place for me because this is where I first did broadcasting in the Ontario Hockey League. But it was also a place, here we are just down to other officials' rooms, other dressing rooms. Oh, I'm glad they've got the Louis Embro media room open here. I'm just gonna poke my head in real quick and just show, they got some nice stand-up tables in here now. It's a nice room, layout gets a little tight sometimes, but they do a great job with it. Just a great job. They set up back there for all of our snacks. There's Mr. Embro himself. So there we go, as we make our way out of the media room and then head up to the broadcast area. But it's a good spot here. The other thing that makes this a little bit nostalgic for me is this is the place where Don and I, Don Cameron, we'd always drive together. So it gave us a little chance before the game to have a little chat. And I know, I'm a fanboy, but Don Cameron would come and pick me up. He'd show up at the house and he was always within a minute or so, right on time, that guy. Anyway, remember where this all started, okay? Down at the bench, where we do our post-game interviews, obviously we'd be a little bit more direct with our hustle from the broadcast booth down, but we're still on our way back up to the broadcast booth. So it's a bit of a hike after the game to get downstairs for post-game for the live broadcast. In all my years, I've never seen that particular storage outside the suites here for chairs, but it's here today. And then when I say suites, that's because this is the area where obviously the suites are at the Sleeman Centre and our broadcast booth is located. So this looks a lot like any of the modern rings. They've done a great job with it. And you can see as it goes down the hallway, you get the bar, restaurant stuff over there. pop in here, and now we're into the media booth. So much space up here. Unfortunately, they squeeze us in down below, but here you've got the TV side of things, so they get all the space, those fancy TV folks. But for us peasants in radio, we come down here and they squeeze us into a little row like this. However, I'll tell you what, here's our gear that I got to get set up. This is our view of the ice at the Sleeman Centre. It does not get much better than this. It's a great perch. And I can't remember the last time I was here that there wasn't a game going on out on the ice before the OHL game that the Storm were hosting. So there's a little look behind the scenes and before the game from the Sleeman Centre in Guelph.